And this KV-2 game, a tier 6 heavy tank, and you guys probably all requested to see a bit more mid-tier games, so I have reacted, and of course now making low mid-tier kind of games, because that's where most of you guys are at, and also that's where I feel like most of the big YouTubers aren't doing enough of. You know, they're all playing top tiers, and there's a reason why these YouTubers all like to play high tiers. I personally like to play high tiers as well, because, well, anything above tier 6 really, because I feel like it's less skill curbing. You feel less bad about it, and also when you're playing those high tier games, mistakes don't usually be as costly as you might happen to have in the lower tiers, because you have more health in the higher tiers, and providing you know what you're doing, you can really play some really huge games in your higher tier tanks. And also the guns feel a lot more manageable in those kind of higher tier tanks. They seem to be way more accurate, so that's the kind of things why people tend to like to play these high tier tanks. But the mid tier is still really good. I personally really love the KV-2, and I think you guys should also pick one up. There's absolutely no reason for you not to get one. Now my KV-2 is just really kitted out. You could really see on my channel that I have loads of KV-2 gameplays. I love it to bits. It's just really fantastic. So he puts a shot onto the IS-3. As you can see, IS-3, a Russian Soviet tier 8 heavy tank, and you could do reliably about 200 damage to him at the front. And you're tier 6, remember. He can't bounce from you. And the thing with this thing is that, look at this, 340. You're doing consistent damage on tanks. Now the KV-2, although it says it's not accurate on paper, but trust me, it's really accurate. Some of the most amazing shots come out of this 152mm howitzer. Really, it's that great. Ah, he missed that shot. I don't think he's doing the right thing by, you know, shooting in third-person perspective. He should go into sniper mode, definitely. I mean, that's just one of the things he probably needs to improve on. I mean, if you aim, probably it's a lot easier than trying to shoot like this. Again, he's going to show us how he's going to use that penetration indicator, perhaps. But the thing is, why would I recommend you to use sniper view? Is because you can see the target a lot better, and you can choose your position of shot, and you probably tend to be a lot more accurate, because when you have, let's say, a really shitty mouse or something that doesn't respond very nicely, or a really good mouse which responds too much, a little tiny movement could throw you off the aim. So that's why I recommend you to... Ooh, for 831, that is the power of the KV-2. And oh my god, that super certainly doesn't feel so clever now. And I can't believe he's on top of the hill on this game. This is incredible. This is the ideal situation to be in your KV-2. It's super nice. He doesn't quite aim, you see, properly. If he aims at the engine deck, I'm pretty sure he could have one-shotted him down there, but he doesn't do that, which is a shame. I mean, let's check out his stats. Yeah, I mean, he's played 26k games and only 1,518, so that probably explains why. But he's still a really good player. Just don't get that wrong. But I think he could have improved a lot more if he uses sniper view. So far, but so good. I found it really weird the way he's trying to shoot like this. Is really odd. I mean, playing without sniper mode. Don't tell me he's those kind of player who doesn't know that it's a shift button to zoom in after 26k games. I mean, believe it or not, apparently on the Russian server, somebody actually happened to went to like a wargaming event and was speaking to the developers about this game, and then he apparently after 20k games didn't know about there's a shift button to zoom in. Right, that actually happened. That is actually true. Now, in this situation, you normally think the KV-2 will be doomed, right? Surely. There's so many tanks now right here. And luckily, there's no artillery, so the KV-2 could really survive on the hill, providing that he's got support from these LVPVTU, such a long name, and execution. The IS, not the smartest move to climb the hill when there's potentially tank sniping behind you, and also the KV-2 is providing nice spots for his own teammate. And now the T-44 tries to climb up from this side of the hill. Now be careful, KV-2, there might be a super person who might potentially put a few shots down onto you. And also, I believe there's an AFK IS, well, an IS who didn't really load it into the game. Possibly, I would assume that he clicked the battle button, then shut his computer down because his mom dad came or something like that. It could be that, or it could be a shitty connection, but I doubt the shitty connection. Okay, KV-2 time, and well, who'd you shoot? Who'd you shoot? Now you see, if you aim there, you probably wouldn't hit the engine deck from the turret side, really. If he aimed, probably have slammed it right onto the engine deck. Then I believe he would have wrecked that guy's engine as well. But nevertheless, as you can see, he's doing alright with this tank anyway, without the proper zoom. It's really odd to me that somebody actually playing like this. This is the first time ever I've seen someone play without using sniper mode, which kind of confuses me how he managed to get 1,500 win rate by doing that. I don't have a clue. In which case, I would rather believe that he doesn't know there's a shift button, or maybe he forgot about it. Oh my god, did you see that T-44 getting sniped by the not sniped, clutch shotted by the KV-2 from that range? And you know how slow the shell of the KV-2 is. He hit it somehow while that T-44 was moving at full speed forward. He managed to slam that guy. That is just the power of the KV-2. It's just horrendously overpowered, in my opinion. Once you get those moments where your shell tends to do shit tons of damage and basically do the unsinkable. And in the KV-2, it's really doable when it's unsinkable. It's one of those tanks out there that's really, it doesn't fit the rules of the game, right? A KV-2 doing 3k damage in a tier 8 game, and he's not finished yet, remember. He's not finished yet. But remember, he could get one-shotted from this 30mm, because 30mm has possibly the Yak Panda 2/Ballistic gun, which is the 128mm gun. He tried to blind shot that super Persian, however it doesn't quite get him. And now, sorry, did I say super Persian? In that case, I was talking about the stereo meal. The T-26E4 now spotted the TVP spots him back, so sticky situation for the TVP, because the 30mm is likely to be able to get a shot onto him very soon, because 30mm can relocate and find a shot, possibly. So, what does the KV-2 do? Well, it can come from above and shove the guided shot by STALIN into the back of the super Persian's back. That's what we're gonna see here. Wonderful, wonderful situation. Aim 848. That is just why you play this tank. Now suddenly the table has turned, so the super Persian doesn't feel very happy now, isn't it? The KV-2 is pretty much an artillery piece that's on tracks. Is that overpowered? Come on, aim your shot. Nice, nicely done. And then the TVP survives, so he uses the rocks down there to hide himself from the 30mm. And these two have to work together in order to win this game. Now the KV-2 is blind as a bat, so he really needs the TVP alive to spot for him. Otherwise the situation could turn really horribly right here. Well, we'll see what happens. So the TVP is not a bad player. Either he's green, so I guess he's got 1,000. Yeah, 1,800 winning. Pretty good. The KV-2 takes a blind shot but doesn't seem to connect. He's trying to blind fire into these positions. Now, the TVP, what the TVP should do right now, if I was the TVP, is, so let me show you. So if I was TVP, I would have drove around here, possibly maybe taken the shortcut onto around here and use this spot here. There's a bush up here which you can use to spot this entire area. Now probably the TVP doesn't know the maps that well, and that is something I think you have to also know about, you know, how to use the map properly. Like, remember each critical point. Like for example, I in this situation would definitely be better off than that TVP player, because I would have taken that tank definitely up onto the top ridge, because the bushes on this row are facing this way, so you can't really spot behind the bush. If you go around him, the bushes here wouldn't cover the steering wheel. So the KV-2 is doing the right thing. TVP finally makes a move. I mean, it's about time he does it, but oh shit. This is, oh my god, did you see that? So the steering wheel aimed for Millennium, KV-2 backed off. I was like, this is so retarded, this move. The KV-2 could have fucked this up so many times and ruined his best game ever, because remember, the 128mm gun would have easily penetrated his turret armor. So I have no idea why the steering wheel didn't pull the trigger. And KV-2, without aim, of course, you can really just dunk it and wreck him for a whooping amount of 626 health point. That is the KV-2, and you don't really have to be a good player to do this kind of thing. It's just incredible. So thanks to this French, supposedly French KV-2 driver, we're seeing the power of the KV-2 once again. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and we shall see you next time.